They're coming to get you, Barbara.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
I like to dissect girls. Did you know I'm utterly insane?
I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
We have such sights to show you.
Who's laughing now?
Are you crazy? I'll kill you all. I'm the nightmare you ever had. I am your worst dream come true. I'm everything you ever were afraid of.
They're here.
There we go. Hey, Lauren.
Oh, here we are. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Girls Orange In Halloween Movie Edition. Pew, 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 pew.
Yay.
I didn't do a movie. I actually watched my favorite series. Y'all know what it is. The Chucky series. I watched the episodes that are out. Episodes 1 and 2 of the series, and I want to talk about it.
Jealous. I haven't seen it yet.
Man, I feel bad. I don't want there to be any spoilers for you, but it's really good. I love it.
Totally fine. I will watch it. Spoilers, no spoilers, does not matter.
Okay. Well,
but
good.
I actually went with a couple. Oh, one more time? Go ahead.
Oh, I just said good. Fine.
I actually went with a couple new ones that I haven't seen before. Pretty recent, 2019 and 2020, called Villains and Spree, and both of these they're pretty good. And I agree with Joshua. Halloween Kills was amazing. I thought it was awesome.
Still haven't seen it yet. You know, I want to save all of the whole Halloween franchise for next week.
That's a good call. I think that's like make it a whole.
Yeah, a whole meaty episode.
Heck yeah, I love it. Yeah. I love it.
I love meat.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna start us off with Spree real quick because this one I can go through really quickly. This will be easy. How about that?
Let's do it.
So let me see. Make sure okay. There we go. I can still share some stuff from my screen, so that's good. And let's see. Can we see that? All right. There we go. Spree. It's basically a story of this unsuccessful vlogger turned serial killer. And he decides to start killing people on his rideshare app, which in the fake world they created, it's called Spree. So he's a Spree driver instead of Uber driver. It's the same thing. And he's gonna go viral finally by killing a bunch of people.
Nice.
And I mean, technically he does. I mean, it works.
I like their play on words too. That's pretty cool.
Right? It fits really well. But for the most part, I mean, it's kind of like really on the nose with the whole incel thing because he's very much like, oh, why me? Why isn't anyone doing this?
God.
And he needs that attention and he needs all this energy and he blames everybody else for why it's not happening. But he's also like awkwardly funny. So it's like, man, I hope he gets what he wants by the end of this. And he kind of does. So good for all the murdering, I guess? Question mark? Real quick, the franchise, they turned the violence up to 11, ripped the knob off. Absolutely. That was pretty awesome. Gary, how you doing, brother? How's it going? But yeah, so Spree is a very short, I think it's like what? It should have the time on here somewhere. I think it's like a 90-minute movie. Nothing crazy as far as like plot line goes. What I said is exactly the whole plot. You can fill in some other characters like his dad, David Arquette's in there.
Oh wow!
Not David Arquette. Like he is David Arquette, but not playing David Arquette. He has a different name. There's another vlogger in there that he used to babysit as a kid. He's like way more famous than he is. He's jealous of it.
Ouch! Ego.
It gets real sad in some spots, and then he just starts killing and killing and killing. I think it's definitely worth it for some of the ways he kills people, and I think the way they filmed it, kind of like that first person found footage, but a lot more tech savvy, because that's what he's supposed to be doing. He's supposed to be.
I like found footage stuff.
Right?
It's really cool.
I enjoy it. Oh. Anything I know that you've seen the film, but that plan.
The plan service?
Not trying to spoil anything in the film, but that plan service at the very beginning is worth the entire film. Oh yeah, that's a really no spoilers, but yeah, absolutely. Like I know not everyone has seen it yet, so we will be spoiling that at the end of this month though, yeah?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah. Spoilers coming up. Also spoilers warning for the Chucky series that I want to talk about really quick too. I just want to talk about a callback that they had, which I really loved. There is a scene that, for those of you who are watching who have seen it, will know. And if you've seen the very first original film, there's a scene where this kid is holding up the doll, and he's like, "Talk to me, like talk to me, damn it!" You remember in the very beginning, like the very first movie, where his mom was holding him up and was like,
"Yeah, what's her name from Seventh Heaven, right?"
Yes, Catherine Hicks, I think is her name.
Yes.
Catherine Hicks. She was like, "Talk to me, damn it!" And then he like tries like to says, "Oh, if you're not going to talk, then I'll make you talk." This kid does the exact same thing, and it's really cool. Except instead of him trying to like grab her and choke her, he just slaps the kid in the face, and it made me laugh.
Nice.
But yes, absolutely. Thank you, Frankie. My hair. I know.
So it's time to talk Chucky then. Yeah, we're gonna go into this a bit.
Let's just get right into it. I'm so excited. I love this. I know that there are some things that kind of I've been thinking, okay, so you know how in new films and like newer movies and like shows and stuff, they try to I don't know, it seems like they're almost pandering to like really woke groups who are like trying to be super inclusive and all this stuff. Like they kind of it seems like they kind of do stuff like that at first, but I don't know. I think it just makes it better and easier for newer generations to really appreciate the franchise and all this stuff. Like you have to at some point be inclusive. And it's not that I'm against being inclusive. That's not what I'm trying to say at all. I just mean like the pandering to groups, you know, it's like kind of annoying, but they did it tastefully, I think, in this show. Like they really just are trying to be inclusive of, you know, like the gender stuff and all of that. And Chucky actually makes like a reference to his son. Remember, oh shoot, which film was it? Was
Seed
it
of Chucky, right?
The Seed of Chucky, where like his son is like gender fluid? They're not sure.
Super weird.
Yeah. What did they name him? I don't remember. Was it Glenn? I think it was Glenn or Glenda. I think they switch his name, but
Someone help us out. Someone help out in the comments.
I think it's Glenn or Glenda. Glenn/Glenda.
Oh, Glenn.
Yes,
it was Glenn.
Glenn. Yeah. Okay, so I know my shit. I love this franchise. So there's a scene in it as well where so the main character, spoiler, he's like really conflicted with his sexuality. He's not sure. He's 14, you know, he's kind of in that time of your life where you're like trying to figure out where you are, you know, what you like, all this stuff. And Chucky was talking to him like, "Oh, I got a queer kid," and he's like, "You have a kid?" He's like, "Yeah, gender fluid," and he's like, "Oh shit, what did he say? Gender fluid." He's like, "Oh, you're okay with that?" And he's like, "I'm not a monster, Jake." Like, even though he's like this murderer, like he at least accepts gender fluidity and all that shit. That kind of made me laugh. So,
Well, at least Chucky has some kind of standards, I suppose.
there's a meme floating around about it somewhere too, but I don't know. I think it's really cool. Super, super cool. Oh, they try to turn him into. Wait, let's see. Joshua's comment.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with the franchise, just pissed off with the almost Disney remake they tried to do where they turned him into iRobot. Are you talking about the cult one?
No, the most recent remake where they have
recent movie.
He's like just an AI. He's not any kind of magic whatsoever.
Okay, yeah, that's right. I didn't watch that one. I figured it'd be garbage.
I really like what's her name? Gosh dang it, the mom in that one. I forget her name in real life. I have to look that up now. It's gonna bug. It's like Aubrey something.
Oh, yeah, she was in Parks and Rec or something. Was it Parks and Rec?
Yeah, Aubrey Plaza. I think she is super gorgeous and hilarious.
She is.
Awesome.
I love her too. She's so funny.
But the movie itself was like okay at best. Like it's definitely you don't need to watch it kind of thing. It's like,
You know, I think that's right. I remember us talking about this. I didn't really feel like watching it because it looked like shit.
Oh my god, yeah, Joshua, that's hilarious. But like you said though, there's a difference between the pandering and the including because it helps with the storyline or just it is the storyline.
Or just because like the world is changing now. And it, and I'm sorry, I don't know. I didn't mean to sound inconsiderate or like rude or whatever.
No, I agree.
I didn't mean it like
what
that.
you're saying, though.
I just hate, it really bugs me when people completely like just like it's an obvious pander and they're just trying to be inclusive because some fucking producer or some network person told them they had to do it,
Yeah, they're trying to make a point just to be trendy, not because they actually care.
Right. And so this actually makes me feel like they're including that. I love that they included that storyline of their son being gender fluid to kind of like introduce the newer generations to this character that I love so freaking much. Like he is an evil piece of shit, but I love it. I don't know. He's hilarious too. So
it absolutely fits. It's not forced in there at all. It just is part of his character already. So why not?
Yeah.
One that they really just shoved it in there as much as they could was the American Horror Stories.
Oh my god,
that was bad. I was like, dude, none of it was relevant. It was really like, you did it just because you could, and now you'll ruin this episode for me. Like, all right, whatever.
Yeah. And I get the director is part of the LGBT and all that, but it's like, come on, when are we going to use our brains here? Or some stuff. I don't want to get into all that shit, but
definitely, I can definitely see your point though. Sometimes it's there for not just a reason, but it's it makes the story better, and sometimes it's just, what are you doing?
Right. But yes, also earlier Frankie was saying I wanted to talk about it real quick because I'm excited. My new hair. Yes,
looks good. I love it.
Thank you.
We got to get you to do a Raven from DC cosplay.
Yes, I love Raven.
Not that so Raven from Disney, but the other. Just kidding. Oh, you could do that too. You can pull that off.
She was getting her vision. Sorry.
Nice. Have you ever seen the new trans-able community where people identify as being disabled but in reality absolutely have, and it blows my fucking mind that's even. I don't understand it. I know it's a thing. Like, I'm not saying it's not real, but I don't understand why anyone would. I'm not going to go into that too much right now because that will piss me off.
Okay, when are we going to I don't want to go off on a full tangent, but I'm like, when are we just going to identify mental illness as fucking mental illness instead of all this other bullshit that they're doing? It's
pretty simple. Pretty simple, yeah.
When are we just going to get people treated?
You call it. I do not understand it whatsoever. But it's you need a little bit of help at that point. I think honestly, if that's, I don't think there's anything wrong saying that. You deserve some mental help. A lot of people do. Okay, I'm gonna go into my next one because it actually ties into 3 films and 1 actor that I really want to talk about because I am a big fan of this guy. So the movie I'm talking about is 2019's Villains. It is a story about a couple, like a Bonnie and Clyde fuck 'em up couple. They're not very good at their job, but they're robbing their way to Florida. Just to go live on their own. You know, they're a couple of young kids, young and dumb and in love, and they stumble upon a house after breaking down. Their car runs out of gas, so they're in the middle of nowhere and find one house in the middle of nowhere. So they go in there, and they're looking for stuff. And you know, after not finding anything, they do a line of cocaine to get some inspiration. And lo and behold, they go into the basement, and they find a child tied up. In the basement, they're chained to a play place.
Is that a Skarsgård brother?
Skarsgård. Is he?
Like the dude who played It? Is he in this movie?
Yeah, Bill Skarsgård. Yeah.
Yeah.
That.
Right. There are 2 Skarsgård brothers. One was in Vampire Diary, or no, not Vampire Diaries. True Blood.
I never saw it.
Okay, True Blood. That show is really good. It's a vampire. It's like horror-esque vampire stuff. So they both do that, you know, act in that kind of stuff. So it's really cool.
What do you go? He was really good in this Skarsgård. But the guy I'm talking about that I'm a big fan of is the gentleman standing there with his creepy wife. That is Jeffrey Donovan, I believe his name is. Yeah, Jeffrey Donovan.
Dahmer.
He is an actor most known for his role on the TV show Burn Notice. It was like a spy meets MacGyver.
Oh, I remember that show.
Fucking love that show. Not gonna lie, I love it.
All right.
And then he doesn't do a whole lot, but once I realized, no, he's actually been in a lot of stuff that I didn't know of. One of which being another horror movie that I love, called Extinction. Now I gotta take this down so I can bring the other one up. My goodness, it's gonna be a lot of switching back and forth. I apologize. Boop, boop. So Extinction is basically like a zombie / creature movie set in a frozen like wasteland of an earth, where like the last bit of survivors have come down to it's him, his daughter, and like his ex-best friend, who the day where everything went to shit let his wife die. So he's like never forgiven her for that, or forgiven him, excuse me, for that. So they don't even live in the same house, even though they're the last people like on the planet that they know of.
Yeah.
Like that's how bad it is. Like you come near me or my daughter, I will kill you. Like this is it.
Damn.
So when it comes down to it, like it's been, I guess like 9-10 years almost, because the little girl went from baby to like a little kid, and she only knows her uncle from across the way, just like by passing glances and waving. And they're finally like almost ready to like start talking again because she's like she needs more people to interact with, and she needs more people to protect her just in case. When these things come back to life from the cold weather, start trying to kill them again. And I don't want to give the ending away, but definitely worth watching. Extinction, really fun movie, really good horror movie. Not like this next one that my buddy Jeffrey Donovan has been in. This next one's terrible. It is
terrible as in bad or scary?
No, just bad.
Like a bad movie, or like okay.
I want you to watch it, but I don't want you to watch it. This is the 2000s Blair Witch 2 Book of Shadows.
Oh no.
It was so hard to watch. It was so painful. I mean, the first one's awesome. There he is right there, being a weirdo. There.
All right.
Not great. Not great at all. But if you watch it one time, there's kind of a twist at the end. Channel along with some shorts thing. Oh dang, very nice. Joshua, hit me or send me a link, brother. Send me a link for that.
You started a cigar review channel.
And then this is one for both of us, I think. Speaking of horror films, did you know that Wes Craven's film Last House on the Left was actually directed by an adult film director. I 100% believe that because the first one, right, not the remake. The first one falls in line with the we talked about this, I think, last week or the week before, about grindhouse exploitation films. And that
yeah.
The Last House on the Left firmly falls into that exploitation, and it was a rape film basically. Like the whole thing centers around that. It's fucking real difficult to watch.
Yeah.
Really bizarre movie, and that's not even the worst one out there. Like that one's tame compared to some of the other ones. So it was a very well made movie, especially for the time. But it's Last House on the Left. Either one of them is. I don't know. Like, I know it's art and I know it's for entertainment and it tells a story, but it's still really hard to watch. And you just gotta be careful with that kind of stuff.
Ouch. Oh yeah, Miguel, you were talking about that one. I think it was last week.
I think it was last week.
Spit on Your Grave, Joshua commented.
That one's also super messed up, but at least she gets revenge. Like, well, I guess they get revenge in Last House on the Left too, but Spit on Your Grave, she murders like everybody. It's awesome. It's great. What do you call it? But as far as horror movies, I mean, if I gotta rate them right now, like Spree was definitely worth the watch, guys. It's on Hulu right now.
I think I'll watch it.
It's like a 90-minute campy horror movie. It's not super scary in any parts. But it's got a lot of like woke culture shit in there and stuff, but they play it off pretty well. Villains was hilarious. It wasn't even scary, honestly. They did a really good job of that too. Like these are dark comedy horror, basically. And
so Chucky too. Chucky's like it's a comedy horror because he like all the jokes he makes and all this stuff. Like,
oh yeah,
it's even labeled as I found it on my little Fire Stick thingy. In the description, it says like a horror comedy.
I fully agree with that description because yeah, Chucky is hilarious. You go on to wow, okay, never mind. IMDb lied to me. IMDb says horror mystery thriller. Is it really a mystery? Is there a mystery there?
Wait, which one?
The what do you call it? The series, the TV series.
Really, a mystery?
Yeah, it's labeled horror mystery thriller.
Oh, okay. Well, I would say more maybe. I don't know, like thriller comedy.
Like Michael Jackson.
Not even horror.
Perhaps, it's just no. I'm just kidding. Is it me or did anybody else laugh when he killed John Ritter? Oh my god. Well, I mean, I laugh at a lot of people dying in movies. Like
me too. Sometimes,
like if you go through, what was it? Through Halloween Kills, most of them weren't funny to me, so kind of messed up. So, how many episodes are out so far for what do you call it?
Just two. Just two so far. Yeah, Jennifer Tilly's not even in it yet. I'm like, oh, come on, I want to see her.
I didn't know she was going to be in this one.
Oh yeah, she's been filming for a while, and Devin. I always fucking never know how to say his name right. Devin Sawa from Idle Hands. He's in it too. He plays the kid's uncle.
Oh my god,
dad.
Nice.
Like, yeah. And it's funny because one of the kids, like a character in the show, his name is Devin. So I don't know if it's like an homage to the actor, but yeah, it's crazy. Like, spoiler, he played Jake, the main kid. He played his dad, and he's playing his twin brother. So like the kid's uncle.
Oh, okay, that's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I really got to catch up. Like, I know I'm not that far behind, but I'm already.
You should, yeah, there's only 2 episodes. You just, they're like maybe like an hour long, if that.
Nice. I think Chucky deserves an hour episode, not 30 minutes. I'm just saying.
I'm surprised that it's on USA too, because there's like, well, yeah, it says USA. I'm surprised they play that stuff without, I don't know how, because I don't have like regular cable. So I don't know how it is on regular cable, if they bleep stuff out, if they play it after a certain time or whatever. But it's full gore, full fucking cussing, everything. Like, they say pretty much whatever.
Huh. See, because I knew FXX is like that. I didn't know about USA, though. That's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't either. I thought USA just played like have you ever seen on cable when they change all the words instead of saying motherfucker, oh mother trucker, like they try to do the voiceovers. So it's not like that on this so far, but I got like I don't know if it's like a bootleg version or what, but
I can remember as a child watching Basic Instincts. Don't USA Uncut after. Okay, Uncut.
Okay, cool.
That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I would have to check out some more on USA because I don't watch regular cable either anymore. I got streaming services. Like don't need it.
Yuri, I do not have an OnlyFans.
Sorry.
You can look at my Instagram though. I will put it down here below.
I don't know if this is gonna work or not, but I think you can watch it on USA for free.
That's good. It's cool.
There we go.
Hey, Richard, did I say hi to you?
No, I just saw him pop up right now. What's up, brother? You caught in just in time because it's gonna be a shorter episode today because we're talking.
Yeah, short eps.
Yeah, but you can find. I don't know. I'm friggin' echoing like crazy right now. You can find Chucky on USA free online right now, just with a couple commercial breaks.
Oh, nice.
So I'm gonna watch that.
Hell yeah. Well, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a Fire Stick or if it's like, I don't know, some other type of box or like a cube or whatever where we can watch stuff. I guess it's best that I don't blast it out just in case. Just in case the government tries to take it from me.
Damn government.
No simp zone. Sorry, no. Thank you, Joshua. Yes.
Yeah.
I do not have an OnlyFans. I don't do nudes.
I do. Mine is Miguel his butthole at.
I was just gonna say pure butthole.
Just
you
bam, 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 bam. I have one picture where it's just a mosaic of my butthole, and it makes a larger, bigger butthole. So enjoy that.
Oh man, that reminds me of the Peter Griffin. He's like, "Do you like that side boob?" Well, you shouldn't, because that's my side boob.
That's so dumb. The side.
I love it.
Well, you know what? We get enough people to say yes, and I will film an entire side boob episode in all the different horror movies out there. And half of them will be mine. Next week at this time, you'll be in New Orleans. No worries, brother. Have fun. Send us pictures, though. I expect pictures.
I guess Andrea's in New Orleans this week. So, damn, we need to really go. We got to go in February whenever they do Mardi Gras. We should go. That would be so fun.
Oh, I'd be down. I'd be so down.
Custom rigid butthole chocolate.
God. I'm going to start making those for like prizes. I'm going to give them out. Here's my butthole. Eat it. Oh, my gosh.
Will not be eating those?
Someone, you never know. I'm going to get the best chocolate in the world for it. Like, like, shit, I need like one. Give me one butthole.
Oh, that's funny.
Halloween is better in Nolan. Oh, okay. So Halloween's where it's at for that. I think that makes sense because, I already have fun at Halloween. Somewhere that awesome. Plus Halloween. Awesome. And then
it makes sense.
Yeah.
All the spoopy stuff that happens in New Orleans.
That should be an anniversary trip for you guys then. New Orleans. That'd be going.
He's been wanting to go too because he's been. Peanut has been, but I have not. So he knows where to get all the good food. He's been for Mardi Gras or during Mardi Gras, I should say. He's been on that whole fucking street. So I'm like, fuck, I want to go.
Bourbon Street.
Bourbon Street. I know. I want to go.
Hey, Tom, how you doing, brother?
He told me that girls will come up to you, like if they work at the bar and they're like barking. So they'll come up to you, hey, you want a blowjob? And it's just like a blowjob shot. Like they want you to take shots. He's like, they're brave. They'll come up to you and ask you that.
What do you call it? Yeah, I guess I'm saying yes. I mean, it's a good shot. It's fine.
Hey, Tom.
What do you call it? Come to New Orleans, make an extra hour drive, come see me. Yeah, absolutely, brother. That'd be pretty cool. Mobile, Alabama. Nothing wrong with that. I actually, Josh, out. I know we just, me and Frankie actually just talked about that like yesterday or today, this afternoon, about In-N-Out shutting down because of the mandates in certain areas.
In San Francisco?
Yeah. So.
That's crazy.
That's some strong conviction, so good for them. I won't go too much into it, but yeah, good for them.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I interrupted you a second ago.
Oh, I already forgot. Don't even worry about it. That's all I got for today, I guess. I mean,
me too. I was hoping that you had seen the Chucky series, but hey, we could probably touch on it a little bit next week.
Well, Wednesday morning, guys.
Oh yeah, my
Wednesdays.
I know. I'm so sorry this week, you guys. Oh, excuse me. I was supposed to go live this Wednesday yesterday, but I wasn't feeling great. I stayed up way too late. But I was actually watching You. Season 3 is out, so I was watching that, and I was up until literally 7 a.m. all night watching it. So I did. It's so good. I could not, like, I fell asleep, I think, like the last 2 episodes of season 3. I fell asleep. So I went back and I watched some again too. So
what do you call it? Tom, good idea, brother. Definitely get Shudder. Good call. And I am fantastic. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. But you are fantastic. It's fine. No, whatever.
You is fantastic.
You is awesome. And then I've been watching Squid Game. So I understand.
Yeah, oh man, there's so much stuff out we have to talk about. We have episodes for weeks to come for sure. We'll be talking about all this stuff with you guys.
You call it absolutely. Oh my gosh, yeah, Squid. Yeah, we got to probably do at least a little part of an episode on Squid Game because it's worth it. It's pretty horror, pretty scary.
Okay. I haven't seen
scary,
it,
but horror.
I mean, if it involves murder, it's definitely true crimey horror-esque. Like, you know.
Totally concur with that. All right, people. I'm gonna wrap this up. Y'all have a good one. Tune in next week. We got Tuesday for Girls Orange in Arizona. Mm-hmm. We got Wednesday morning. And then
Wednesday
Thursday
morning.
night, we are back.
Yes, sir.
All right, peoples.
Thanks for tuning in. Bye, guys. We'll see you next week.
I'm going to go watch Chucky right now. Bye.